What was your earliest memory of the game?
When I was 5 years old, I remember the first game. I caught the ball and I dribbled to the wrong side of on the opposite team's side, and I shot it in there. So people were cheering, laughing, and I thought I made it, but then they were like, "Oh, you shot it in the wrong basket." Dwight Ramos. I'm from West Covina, California. I would say it's one of the Filipino towns in California, especially in Southern California. Grew up with my grandparents and stuff there. I was always around the Filipino culture. My mom and dad made sure that me and my brother were always on top of our schoolwork, and they let us try all of the sports. Typical, you know, we had to clean the house, do our chores, do our homework, and then we could play our sports. Me and my brother, we would have to trade off sometimes just because like whoever didn't want to do whichever one. For me, the worst one was cleaning the toilet or cleaning the bathroom. I just didn't like doing that, so I would trade off, tell them like, I'll vacuum the house, you just clean the toilet, I'll do the rest. And then that was kind of my thing.
How did Eli take to that? Trades.
I'm the older brother, so he always had to listen. My brother, the middle child, he can pretty much do everything that he wants. He's a free guy. I had it the hardest because I was the oldest. Then my brother probably had it the easiest. And then my sister's the spoiled one, but she's also the funniest one, I would say. She just could make the whole room laugh.
Are you a protective, like, big brother to your sister?
Yeah, I'm protected to both of them, really. Even though he's only a year younger than me, I still feel like that. Both of my parents were really working a lot, especially because they migrated to the US. They're really working hard to make their way there. My dad, for the longest time, he wakes up maybe at like 4 or something, goes to work, comes back around 6 or 7. So he's working, he's out the whole day because he has to drive maybe an hour to work. And I would see him for dinner, and he would give us, he would practice with us or bring us to practice, wait for us. Sometimes help us with our homework. My mom, she would wake up, make us some breakfast, but like she would leave it on the counter for us, and then she would go to work before we woke up. We'd wake up, eat breakfast, and then our grandparents would bring us to where the school bus picked us up, and then we would go to school, come back. My mom's still at work, and then we would come home. She'd make dinner, and then she would start studying her flashcards so that she wanted to get more ahead in their school, like get a bit better degree, so she'd get a better job. So yeah, she was working, going to school at the same time, taking care of us. Then we had practice. If we had practice that day, she would bring us, or my dad would bring us, but their days were the whole day. I could tell like when they were tired, but I would always just like, come on, Mom, like we gotta go. I can't miss my practice. And then they would bring us anyway, like no matter how tired they were.
There's something I want to show you. And if you could tell us more about this moment, I would appreciate it.
Oh, all right. You see the Kobe's on here?
Yeah.
I was so happy when I got them.
Tell me more about that.
Well, these are, you know, the Kobe's nowadays, they aren't like they used to be. Like, you see them on the shelf, you gotta grab them. Now it's harder to find them. But this was in 8th grade. 8th grade, this is when I joined the travel team. My dad was the assistant coach, my brother was on the team too. And then I forgot what city, but we played this tournament. We were playing every weekend. And this is one of the weekends we won the championship for the tournament. Look at that big trophy.
You recall how you got those kicks?
Not those ones, but I remember there was one time I got some Kobe's. They were sitting at the register. I was like, are those for sale? And then luckily they were, and they were my size, so I got them. It was the one that, the Kobe 4s, the half was white and then the other half was purple.
Oh, the gradients.
Yep. Those are crazy.
Your own money or with mom?
Oh, of course, my mom and dad.
Okay. How did you ask them for it?
Honestly, like if I asked for basketball shoes, they would always get it just because they know like I just love basketball and I don't ask for anything else unless it's basketball shoes or actual basketball. I didn't ask for anything else. Since I was young, I always believed in myself though. I love basketball too much. I worked so hard, like just practicing. Even though I didn't know where I would go, I just knew that like I loved it so much. I practiced so much that I would get somewhere, and I'm blessed where I am now. Seeing him and seeing like the other players that went Division I in the U.S., like it gave me something like, oh, I want to be like them. I want to play at that level too. So that's where it kind of got serious for me.